Imagine that you bought a day planner and you wrote in it all of the things that you were planning to do. You know, if you're meeting up with your friend next week, you write that in. Dentist appointment in 3 months, you write that in. And then you die. And someone finds that, and instead of thinking, oh no, this is just a day planner, this is just stuff she was planning to do, after 6 months' time, there's nothing written in there because she didn't plan ahead. Instead of that, you think, in 6 months' time the world will end because nothing else is written after that point. Nothing else is written because she died. That's why. And that is what the Mayans did. They kept a calendar, admittedly pretty far in advance, and then one day they all died. Well, I mean, not one day, it probably happened over time. They all died, and then we found the calendar, and instead of thinking they died so they couldn't update their calendar, we thought the world will end on this day. I was on Sky News yesterday morning talking about a single that I'm releasing. I don't think I've mentioned it to you. It's called Stupid Stupid, and all morning they would say onto their top story now, the world might be ending in 2 hours' time, but it's not to worry because there's a mountain in France where aliens will come and rescue us. Like, how can you be saying this? Seriously, like there's even a 1% chance that you're like, yeah, maybe that could happen. And they sent a journalist out there. There was about 200 journalists at this mountain. If it was real and aliens did actually come down, the human race would have to be restarted entirely by journalists. So they have their correspondent at Sky News and they go, anything happening there? He goes, nope, no extraterrestrial activity yet. Shocker. Not everyone believes the alien theory. Some people think a portal will open up above the town. I mean, this isn't news. And we just assume that pagans knew what they were doing because they were old and wise, you know. Like, but they killed thousands of people every day in human sacrifice for essentially worshipping a beaver in the sky. And they all died, so clearly we did something right. We're still here. We're smarter than them, in a way. Anyway, this should be a time of celebration. I thought yesterday everyone would be celebrating. We have outlived the end of the world. We've outlived the Mayans, not only the Mayan civilization, but all of the time they ever thought would happen. We've passed all of that, and now we're beyond even what they thought was possible. That's amazing! And yet we're paying for some bloke to fly to France out in the arse end of nowhere to talking to a camera about how he thinks aliens are going to pick us up. Fucking hell. Number 12 in the charts currently, in case you were wondering. Here is a screenshot. Number 12. There it is. One Direction number 13. Oh. Today is the last day if you want to buy Stupid Stupid for this week's chart. I will come back tomorrow and tell you what the results are. Also, if you want to get any of those remixes, they all come off iTunes tomorrow. So it's your last opportunity to hear Hank Green do my song, or John Green, or any of the others. I'm not going to bother listing them all. The other main story on Sky News yesterday was about a baby that was born with half a heart. And it had to have an operation minutes after it was born, but it's okay, thanks for asking. And the headline they went with was, Heart Baby. That doesn't apply, does it? Every baby is if anything, this is the only one that isn't a heart baby, because it's only got half a heart. So, call it something more appropriate, sort of more memorable, like the broken baby, or damaged, the defective, the wrong baby. Just something more appropriate, like one of my suggestions. So, I passed those on to the team at Sky News, and we'll see if I'm ever allowed back on.